this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're going for a drive and a talk. So one of the things I'd love to talk to you about today is your psychic abilities. I know, it's not a bad thing to talk about, because to me, kind of everybody has psychic abilities. You may not call it a psychic ability, but a lot of people have them, and a lot of people connect to them in ways that they say things like, I have a gut feeling about this place, or I don't like the feel of this place, or something like that. So they're kind of like connecting to part of it, but they're using kind of more human words to explain something instead of going, there's negative energy in here and I don't like this, or this place, there's something negative, or there's bad energy here, or whatever it is. Like, but they're using human terminology to explain a psychic phenomena or something like that. But we are kind of taught, like, don't talk about it. Like, my gut feeling, well, that your gut feeling is your solar plexus chakra, so it's like that's the same thing. So it's important to understand that this is coming to you so you can kind of get a hold of your abilities. Because to learn how to completely get a hold of your abilities, you have to learn what your abilities are. Second, you have to understand what's covered under that ability. And then you really have to learn how to keep it protected. Because so many times people don't keep that protected. They don't keep it protected. And so you pick up negative energy from a coworker or someone else around you or whatever it is, and then you kind of keep that negative energy. Now, they've let go of it. It's kind of like they've let that drift on off, and they're like, yeah, whatever, I'm not worried about it. The problem is you're still dealing with it. And that's the crazy part about it, is that you have to deal with it over and over and over again until you let go of it. But usually people don't realize that I'm still feeling the effects of that. They just think, well, I'm having a bad day, or I'm feeling grumpy, or I didn't sleep well last night. They're putting human terminology onto it, but they're not understanding that they're still connected to that negative person's energy. And you're kind of connected there until you remove it in some way, shape, or fashion. You've got to let it go. You've got to be able to kind of learn how to recognize what your abilities are and what you feel and what you sense and what's not yours. So it's kind of like, oh, that doesn't belong to me. This belongs to someone else. And giving it back to them can be powerful, because it's one of those, it's theirs. They created this negative energy, and when you hand it back to them, they have to deal with it, or they're going to hand it off to somebody else, and that person's going to have to deal with it. As long as it's not you, it's a good thing. So learning what your abilities are, how to work with them, what do they encompass, what are they about? Because even if you have a gift of being able to hear ghosts, you may not be able to hear an angel. And then eventually that gift and ability of being able to hear an angel comes on, and then you're like, oh my gosh, this is a whole new thing. No, it's just a different aspect of the gift you already have. But keeping it protected is number one, more important than anything else. Keeping it protected, keeping your energy protected in so many different ways can literally alter your world. Like, we're talking like life-changing energy of being able to correct the energy that's around, to correct what's going on or how you feel about it, can be amazing. Of just being able to understand what this is, how to deal with it. And like I said, protection is number one. And there's a lot of ways, and a lot of people have different ways of dealing with it. And if you've talked to me or you've heard me, it's one of those energy sprays can do wonders, and it can keep negative energy away from you before you even get into the situation. Once you're in the situation, there are other things that you can do or try or modify to work. But in my classes, that's one of the things I teach my students, that I believe it's one of the most important things to understand, is how to keep your energy protected. How do you keep your energy protected is so important. And when you do that, you are learning so much more than just the average stuff. You have to learn how to keep your energy, not someone else's energy or anything else. You need to keep your energy protected so that you don't get overwhelmed by it, because what works for you now may not work for you in a year. What worked for someone else a year ago may not work for them now. It's one of those, our abilities are always amping up and modifying and growing in different ways, and that could be things that worked before may not always work. Things that like I said, that worked one time, it may only work for a period of time and then it doesn't work anymore. Or you have to kind of keep learning about your abilities and learning what's going to work and how are things going to modify and grow and change, and how can you keep yourself protected. And the best part is, if you're a mom or a dad, then you can learn how to keep your spouse's energy protected. You can keep your kids' energy protected. It's all important, and teaching them early. So many times parents don't really teach their kids that because they don't understand how to do it. And so the kid is being caught up in this energy of stuff, but they're not realizing, like, wow, I could teach them how to do this, and this would be great for them to learn on their own. So instead of coming home to me every day after school with this whole bunch of energy that they can't handle or understand, I can teach them how to use it, so then they have that tools in their tool belt to learn how to keep that energy protected, or how to clear things off before it gets to the stage where it's stuck in you or stuck harder. So you have to really, really work hard to get rid of it. Once you do it, it is amazing, and you're always modifying. You're always learning something new. And I will say, something about psychic abilities is you never stop learning. It's like you're always doing continual education. You are constantly learning new things by going to seminars, classes, books, webinars, all kinds of stuff. The more you learn, the better off you're going to be in the long run. The more you learn, the more people you learn from, and you can learn how to kind of find the best persons for you. The kind of like, I really like their energy. I thought this was really good. I really enjoyed this. That can be amazing healing and all on its own, to learn how to do that and learn how to heal that energy. So it makes it easier. I know. Keep yourself protected, and I know that we'll be talking again soon. Have a great one.